Welcome to our deep dive. This time, it's all about weight loss. And not just any weight loss, but weight loss designed for, well, you. That's right. For those of us who sit a lot for work, and those who, let's be honest, sometimes rely a little too much on fast food. Sound familiar?
Sounds very familiar.
So we dove into the research to find some strategies that you can actually use, even with a crazy busy schedule.
Exactly. No crazy diets here. We're talking about making small changes.
Yeah, small changes that can make a big difference.
Exactly.
And you know what surprised me?
What's that?
You don't need to spend hours sweating at the gym to see results.
You really don't.
One of the sources we looked at talked about HIIT, high-intensity interval training.
Oh, yeah, HIIT.
And honestly, it sounds kind of amazing.
It is. HIIT has become so popular because there's actually a lot of research to back it up.
Really?
Yeah, studies show that it can be way more effective for burning fat and boosting your metabolism than, your typical cardio.
Wow, so it's not just a fad.
Nope, not at all.
No.
One study we found actually showed that HIIT workouts, they make your body burn calories even after you're done working out.
Oh, way.
Yeah. It's like giving your metabolism a Kobo boost that just keeps going for hours.
So you're telling me I could work out for a short time and still be burning calories hours later?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I like the sound of that.
Right.
So, how much time are we talking about here? How long do these HIIT workouts actually have to be?
Well, the source we looked at actually outlines this super simple 20-minute bodyweight circuit,
Okay.
and you can do it right at home.
So no gym membership.
Nope, no gym membership needed.
Awesome. What kind of exercises are we talking?
It includes moves like squats, push-ups, jumping jacks, and planks, like basic stuff.
Okay, I can do that.
Right, it's like a mini boot camp, but, without the yelling drill sergeant.
Yeah, no yelling, please. So 20 minutes right at home. What if I can't even squeeze in a full 20 minutes?
You don't even have to do it all at once. You can break it up.
Right.
Yeah, even just doing like 10-minute chunks throughout your day can be super effective.
So like maybe 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night.
Exactly. Just think of it like scheduling appointments with yourself for your workouts.
Okay, I can try that.
Because honestly, your health, it's just as important as any other meeting you put on your calendar.
So true. Okay, this next part is where things get really interesting. We're talking about turning your workday into a mini workout.
Sounds a little strange, right?
Yeah,
But little movements, they can actually make a big difference.
especially when you're sitting all day.
Especially when you're sitting all day. We all know sitting for hours and hours, it's not exactly good for you.
It's pretty much the opposite of good for you.
Yeah. It can lead to weight gain, heart problems, all sorts of issues.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I feel it.
Right. But even just, standing up and walking for like 5 minutes every half hour.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all they have to do. I mean, obviously more is better. But one study we found, they found that just doing that, 5 minutes every half hour, it can seriously improve your health.
Wow.
Yeah, it helps with blood flow, gets those muscles working, and you're even burning some extra calories.
Okay, I can definitely try that.
Right.
So instead of feeling bad about sitting at my desk, I can actually use it to my advantage.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. There were some great tips in this source.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, they talked about taking what they call micro breaks to just walk around the office
Yeah.
and doing some desk exercises like chair squats
Oh, yeah. Chair squats are great.
and even desk push-ups.
Desk push-ups. I love those.
I even saw something about using a resistance band at your desk for some quick arm stretches.
Perfect. See, there are so many ways to sneak in movement throughout your day.
It's like a secret workout nobody even knows about.
I know, right? So, I think you could incorporate some of those moves into your day.
I'm going to try.
Imagine doing like 10 chair squats and 10 desk push-ups every hour.
Every hour.
Yeah, that's like potentially 80 to 100 squats and push-ups a day.
Wow.
And you didn't even have to hit the gym.
Okay, let's be real for a second.
Okay, real talk.
It's hard to avoid fast food completely,
It is.
especially when you're busy and, on the go all the time.
I get it.
But one of the sources actually had some really smart strategies for making healthier choices when, fast food is your only option.
Absolutely.
What are some of your favorite tips for making fast food a little less, well, bad for you?
It really comes down to making small adjustments. We're not talking about overhauling your whole diet overnight.
Okay, small adjustments. Got it.
So, for example, next time you're craving a burger,
Mm-hmm.
maybe skip that double cheeseburger
Yeah.
and go for a grilled chicken sandwich instead.
Okay.
Still delicious,
Yeah,
but a little bit lighter on the calories and the fat.
that makes a lot of sense.
Right. And all those little extras, like the cheese and the sauces,
I love extras.
they can really add up
I
calorie-wise.
know.
So just be mindful of what you're adding
Mm.
and maybe try to choose wisely.
Okay, no more extra cheese.
Not necessarily. Everything in moderation.
Oh, okay.
And don't forget portion control.
Oh, portion control, another thing I'm not great at.
Well, maybe you can't resist the fries.
Oh, I can never resist the fries.
But could you maybe share a portion with someone instead of getting a large for yourself?
I guess I could try that.
And one more thing. This one's easy. Swap that soda for water or unsweetened tea.
Oh, that is easy.
Right. It makes a bigger difference than you think.
Okay, so even when I'm stuck with fast food,
Uh-huh.
there are still some ways to make healthier choices.
Always. It's all about being aware of the options and, making those little swaps.
Yeah,
And over time, those little swaps, they really can add up to big results.
I love that. Little swaps, big results. I'm all about that.
Hmm.
So what else did the research tell us?
Let's talk about meal prep. I know.
I'm already overwhelmed.
I hear you. But it doesn't have to be this big, scary thing.
It does.
No, not at all. Even just a little bit of prep, it can make such a difference.
Okay, so what kind of meal prep are we talking about? Because I always picture myself like spending hours in the kitchen,
Oh, I totally get it.
chopping veggies, measuring ingredients, all that stuff.
Yeah. No, you don't have to go all out.
Okay, good.
One of the sources we looked at, they actually recommend starting small.
Okay, starting small. I like that.
Yeah. So instead of trying to prep like every single meal for the week, just focus on maybe one or two.
Okay.
So you could prep your breakfasts for the whole week, right?
Yeah.
And that could be as simple as making a big batch of overnight oats on Sunday.
Oh, overnight oats?
Yeah,
Those are good.
or even just like grabbing some Greek yogurt and fruit.
That's easy.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
And you're good to go for the whole week.
Okay, so breakfast is covered.
Breakfast is covered.
What about lunch and dinner?
For lunch, you said you rely a lot on fast food.
Yeah, pretty much every day.
I get it.
It's just so quick and easy.
It is.
But I know it's not the healthiest option.
Right. But a little bit of prep can make a big difference.
Really?
Okay, so you can use like pre-cut veggies
Pre-cut? Okay, that already saves me some time.
and maybe a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store.
I love those.
You can use those to make really quick salads or wraps for your lunches.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And for dinners, you can stock up on things like canned tuna or beans.
Okay.
Those are super versatile.
Yeah, they are.
And you can make meals in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, now you're talking my language.
Right. It's all about finding those little shortcuts that actually work for your lifestyle.
I'm loving these tips. It's like we're finding ways to make healthy eating fit into our lives instead of trying to like completely change our lives to eat healthy.
Exactly. We're working smarter, not harder.
Okay, let's talk about motivation for a second.
Ooh, yes. Motivation.
Because staying on track, well, it's hard,
It really is.
especially when you're doing it on your own.
Yes.
No gym buddy, no personal trainer cheering you on.
I hear you.
It can be tough. I've definitely struggled with staying motivated in the past.
Yeah.
What did the research say about, staying accountable even when you're by yourself?
Well, one strategy that really stood out was this idea of habit stacking.
Habit stacking. What's that?
It's basically a way to make new habits easier to stick with
Okay.
by connecting them to habits you already have.
Okay, so I'm using my existing habits to help me build new ones.
Exactly.
I like that.
So, for example, let's say you always have a cup of coffee in the morning.
Oh, I definitely do.
Right, most people do. So what if, right after you finish your coffee, you do like a 5-minute stretch routine?
Okay.
Or if you always walk to your car after work, what if you added an extra 10-minute walk around the block?
Oh, I see.
So you're already doing those things anyway.
Yeah.
So you're just tacking on a healthy habit.
It's like sneaking in a healthy habit.
Exactly.
I love that.
So it doesn't feel as like daunting.
I've never heard of habit stacking before.
Really?
This is blowing my mind.
It's so simple, but it's super effective.
Okay, habit stacking. I'm going to remember that one. What else? What else can we do to stay motivated?
Okay, this is a big one. You got to find your why.
My why.
Your reason for wanting to lose weight. Why are you doing this?
Oh,
What are your goals? Write those down. Keep them somewhere visible
yeah.
so that when you're feeling tempted, like to skip a workout or reach for that bag of chips,
Yeah.
you can remind yourself,
Mm.
like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
It can really help.
So it's like a reminder of the bigger picture.
Exactly. It's easy to lose sight of your goals when you're tired and stressed.
That's so true. And speaking of stress, one of the sources talked about non-food rewards.
Oh,
Can you
yes.
explain that a little bit more?
Yeah. We tend to think of rewards in terms of food, right?
Right. If I'm good, I get a treat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there are so many other ways to celebrate your accomplishments.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's like a new workout outfit, or a massage,
Ooh, a massage.
or even just a relaxing bath. The point is, find rewards that actually feel rewarding to you,
Okay.
that help you stay motivated without, relying on food.
I love that. It's about making this journey enjoyable, right?
Yes.
Not feeling like it's a constant battle of willpower. Okay, so we've got exercise, healthy eating, motivation, taking care of
I'll
ourselves.
do it good.
What's next on our deep dive? So we've talked a lot about the physical stuff, exercise, food, all that. But what about the mental side of weight loss? How do we, stay positive and motivated when things get tough?
It's all about mental resilience. It's
Ugh.
like building up your mental toolkit to handle the challenges that come up.
Mental toolkit, I like that. But what exactly does that mean? What kind of tools do we need in this toolkit?
Well, one of the most important tools is the ability to, reframe negative thoughts. We all have those moments, right? Where that little voice in our head pops up and starts telling us we can't do it.
Oh, yeah, that little voice can be loud.
I know, right? But the research actually shows that if we can challenge those negative thoughts and replace them with more positive ones,
More positive and empowering ones.
exactly, that can make a huge difference.
So instead of thinking, ugh, I'll never be able to resist those cookies,
Right.
I could try saying something like, I'm strong and I can make healthy choices.
Exactly. It's about shifting your mindset,
Yeah.
from what you can't do to what you can do.
Okay. I can try that. What else is in this mental toolkit?
Another important tool is stress management. Right. Stress is a huge trigger for a lot of people.
Oh, tell me about it. When I'm stressed, all I want is comfort food. Pizza, ice cream, you name it.
I get it. It's a totally normal response. But the key is to find healthy ways to cope with that stress.
So like what? What are some healthier ways to deal with stress?
Well, things like exercise actually help a lot.
Really? So working out can actually reduce my stress.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be anything intense. Even just going for a walk can make a difference.
Okay.
Meditation is also great.
I've heard that. I've never tried it.
You should. There are tons of free apps and guided meditations online. Or just spend some time in nature.
Yeah. Nature's always good.
Right. Or even just pursue a hobby you enjoy. Anything that helps you unwind and relax.
Okay. So it's about taking care of ourselves, basically.
Exactly. Self-care is so important. And it's not selfish, it's essential. Especially if you're trying to make positive changes in your life.
One thing I remember from the research was this idea of celebrating non-scale victories. Can you remind me what those are again?
Oh yeah. Non-scale victories are all those amazing changes you experience that aren't reflected on the scale.
Oh, okay.
So things like having more energy, sleeping better,
Uh,
maybe your clothes fit better, or you just feel more confident overall.
yeah, I get it. It's about all those positive changes that go beyond just the number on the scale.
Exactly. And those victories are so important to celebrate because they remind us that this journey is about so much more than just losing weight.
It's about improving our overall health and well-being.
It's exactly.
This has been so helpful. Seriously, I feel like I've learned so much from this deep dive.
Me too.
We've covered everything from practical tips on exercise and nutrition to, you know, strategies for staying motivated and building up that mental resilience we talked about.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground.
Any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they start on this journey?
You know, just remember to focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate every win, no matter how small. And never give up on yourself. You've got this.
That's great advice. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you feel inspired and empowered to make some positive changes. Remember, every journey starts with a single step. So, what step will you take today?